at the Ponchentong Airport in Phnom Penh. That's the old airport. When I return, I'll be arriving at the new airport. Uh, so I can tell you my adventures so far. First up, I set my alarm for about 5:45 because I had ordered a private taxi to pick me up at my house at 6:30. I think my flight was supposed to leave at 8:55, so 9 o'clock in the morning, and I wanted to make sure I'd get here in time. But there's no point in getting here early because, too early, because the check-in counters aren't staffed, right? Because they rotate them for different airlines. So it might be the airline you need to check in for is is being used by a different airline at the moment if you're too early. So I got to the airport. By the way, it was $15 for the taxi. Said goodbye to Chani, said goodbye to the pets. And it only took 30 minutes to get to the airport, so that was good. We were ahead of rush hour. I mean, it felt like there was traffic on the road, but it was just normal traffic, not like rush hour traffic. So it only took 30 minutes. And so I get to the airport, and then there is the check-in counter is open. There's people standing in the economy line. But the business line is empty, and I don't see anything for premium economy. So I walk up to the business line. I said, I'm premium economy, but I don't see a special line. Do I need to wait in economy? And she goes, oh, no, it's okay. And so she checked me in. My carry-on was exactly 7 kilos, so perfect. And I have my carry-on. And then I also have this for my personal bag. Inside, I actually have like a paper bag. So that's all the stuff for while I'm on the flight. Okay. The other thing I put in there is my laptop. So this way, that weight came out of my carry-on, and then I've got like a zipper front pocket. So this is my carry-on. Can you see my carry-on? Trying to get it where the light. I hope I'm not making anybody sick. There you go. So that's where my laptop fits. So later I can put my laptop in there. So how's the experience so far? Well, after I checked in, by the way, I did get my little special assistant sticker. I told her, no, I don't need a wheelchair here because it's so small. But this way they identify me when I land in Singapore and give me assistance because that's quite a larger airport. I have a 7-hour layover. Well, I guess now it's going to be 6 hours, but that's all right. And I've got some things to tell you about when I'm in Singapore, my plan. Because I did some research last night and I found a little gem that I think is going to be amazing, and I'll tell you. Anyway, my flight is delayed, which for me is not a big deal. Like I said, I originally had a 7-hour layover, so now it's a 6-hour layover. So no biggie for me. If somebody had that tight connecting flight, I'd be worried, but I'm not worried. Okay, so the passport, first up after check-in was the passports. That's fine. That went through, no problem. Then you have the security, and no problem. And I'd been researching online. I mean, I've been watching all kinds of videos, right? And someone was saying that, like, yeah, you can bring food as long as it's solid, and things like that. Like, so if you have hummus or yogurt, it's got to follow the same rules as a liquid, right? So you have to put it in a little 100 milliliter thing and put it in the plastic bag, your liquid plastic bag, and then you could actually bring it through, right? And so I was gonna want to kind of test that, but then I did the new airport, which when I come home in 3 weeks, I'll be landing at the Techo International Airport, and so they were doing passenger trials for staff training and to work out bugs in the systems and everything. And so while I was there, I asked the security there about food, and they said, well, here we probably wouldn't care, like what I was saying would apply. He said, but in Phnom, at the old airport, they're pretty strict, and they don't want you bringing in any food because they want you to buy stuff in the airport, right? So security's pretty strict. I said, okay, well then I'm gonna test it with something that I could eat on the spot, right? So in my carry-on, I had Chani make me a little chicken sandwich and put it here. So that way I figure if they said no, you can't take it, and I just eat it really quick, right? And if they don't say anything, then I have it as a snack. Either waiting right now for my flight if I get hungry. I had her make two, so I actually ate one when I woke up because at 5:45 in the morning I needed to eat something. Hi Aprils, hi Bazooka. Yeah, I had to eat something when I woke up. So I ate one of them, and so I brought one, and it cleared security. So we know that. And also I had a bag of chips. So as far as food through security, that's the test. And then for waiting, instead of waiting over in the normal gate area, and you guys can hear me okay? I'm guessing you can hear me okay. So where I'm sitting, actually, see? I'm at a little table right next to the gate because I paid $2 for a donut, but you could think of it as I'm paying $2 to be able to sit down at a nice table while I'm waiting in a comfortable booth. And I went ahead and got a Starbucks coffee. The prices weren't higher. This was like, okay, this is their tall size. It's decaf. It's hazelnut, and it was $4 and change. I don't know, $4.35, $4.50, something like that. So I think internationally, it's probably cheaper than most Starbucks. But for Cambodia, like if you're going to a decent coffee shop, it's maybe $2.50, $2.50, $1.95 for a coffee. So to pay $3.50 or $4.50 for a coffee is high in Cambodia. But the airport wasn't any higher than the Starbucks outside. So I thought that was interesting. Hi, Outdoor Man and Penny Lane. Yeah, so that's another like little trick. Go ahead and pay the airport price for something because then you get to sit down. Okay, so now let me tell you about what I discovered for Singapore. I'm looking at all the different amenities, all the different lounges, because with premium economy, you're not entitled to go into a lounge. So I knew that. And so I was looking for any lounges that you had you could pay to go into, and they're all like $55 Singapore dollars, but I think Singapore dollars and US dollars are pretty close to the same. I don't know. Hey, Chalet in the house. And so I'm like, oh man, $55. But you get free food and you get to hang out. But some of them, there was like, you only get 3 hours, and I have a 7-hour layover, so I would have to time, if I want to do that, I'd have to time it for when I want to be there. And I'm looking at all the different amenities. They've got these like snooze lounges, which are like recliner like an area with a whole bunch of recliner chairs that you can relax in, or or take a nap, and that's free. And they've got several of those throughout the different terminals. And I came across there's actually a hotel that's part of the terminal, right? One of the terminal, I think it's Terminal 1, has a hotel. So if you want to book a room to sleep, you don't have to leave the airport to do that. That's pretty cool. But they offer passes to the pool for $22. Now, if I'm thinking $22 just to go in a pool, that's like outrageous. Yeah, don't fall asleep because someone's going to steal your stuff in those relaxation places, right? And I'd been asking my mom, do I need to bring a bathing suit, or do you have a bathing suit I can wear? Because my mom has a pool. And she says, no, I got a bathing suit. I said, okay, so I don't need to bring a bathing suit. And then last night, I see this, I'm going, okay, $22. I get to, there's like a cold pool and a jacuzzi. There's lounge chairs, like pool lounge chairs. They probably have a locker. I don't know if you'd have to pay extra for a locker or whatever. Last night before my flight, see today, I'm in Cambodia, and so it's morning right now. And let me see if I can see what time it is. It is 8:06 on Monday morning in Cambodia. Yeah. So I've got my little, and you know what else? I'm up. Okay, so we'll have to see how it works, but the snack, there's a snack galley in premium economy. All right. And so you can go self-serve as many snacks and drinks as you want. All right. You don't have to wait for drink service and meal service. Although I have also used Book the Cook. So my 2 meals are actually meals that I chose from the special menu. And of course, I'll make some videos about all of that. They won't be live because the airplane just has a loud noise in it. I saw somebody that made a video and she's talking. You can't even hear her talking and stuff. And I'm like, no. I'll just make video, short little clips of video, and then I'll edit them together. No problem. Right. And so there's a snack galley. The snack galley not only has like bananas and pouches of nuts and cheese and crackers, they have sandwiches. And I don't know if they run out because this is the 15-hour flight. We're talking. Oh yeah, wait. No, that's not going to work because that's the 15-hour flight. I was going to say I'm going to like get a sandwich and keep it and then take it to the pool area. No, but I'm just here on this is a 2.5-hour flight from Phnom Penh to Singapore. So I don't know what they give us, but I might squirrel some of it away. Plus I have my little sandwich. I'm going back in time. No, I'm ahead of you guys. I'm Monday morning. You guys are still Sunday night. Oh, but yes, I will go back in time when I cross the international date line. You're right. Chile, you're right. Anyway, I have my little sandwich and stuff, and if I have to buy a little bit of food, that's okay. Yeah, now I got it. Because I do cross the international date line. Yeah. So, of course, I'll probably live stream when I'm at the pool. And I probably won't go there right off the plane, but I don't want to be like so close to my flight leaving that I miss it, right? So somewhere right in the middle. For example, if I've got like 7 hours, well, I've got 6 hours now, then maybe those middle 3 hours, I could be at the pool. Right. So I'd say it's another hour before my flight leaves, 2.5 hours. to land, and then maybe another hour and a half. So what, 5 or 6 hours from right now, I'll probably be at the pool. So I brought my bathing suit. I've in my carry-on, and I didn't check in any luggage, so everything's been a breeze so far. So that's kind of it. Spend $2 on a donut, or if you want a Dairy Queen, they've got like hot dogs and ice cream and stuff. It's the Krispy Kreme and the Dairy Queen together. So just buy something and then you can sit at the table and relax. And yeah, so that's good. I don't have to sit over there in the gate seats, and it's not like it's so crowded right now. I mean, there's plenty of empty tables. There's only like one person in the booth next to me. There's plenty of empty tables. So, like, if there were a lot of people standing, ordering food, and needing a place to sit, I wouldn't just hang out here. Okay, I'm not that type of person. But as long as it's available, then sure, why not? You know. I got my hazelnut coffee, decaf. So everything's good. Everything's good. Well, I think I'll just go ahead and end it for now. I told you guys everything, everything that I had to tell you about arrival and check-in and security and waiting at the gate. So next video will probably be in Singapore. So until then, oh wait, I can't leave yet. I have to tell you, love transcends time and space. So wherever and whenever you're watching this, I love you. I do. And thank you so much for spending just a little bit of your time today with me. And go ahead and subscribe if you enjoyed this. If you didn't like it, then just watch something else. So until the next one, catch you later.